151. Do you believe this? 151 episodes, man. Not only tonight, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to give you 10 picture reviews. I'm going to talk about 10 pictures, throw them up here on the screen and do what I have to do with them and talk about them. I mean, I've seen these. In this case, I've seen these. Some of them I don't see, but I did. So I'll show them to you. First and foremost, as I always do, I want to go ahead and tell people that are down and out and you feel like things just absolutely are not going your way and you feel like you're in a rut, you feel like you're in this. Let me tell you something, it's a season. And seasons come and go. And sometimes our seasons are long, sometimes our seasons are brief, sometimes our seasons are mild, sometimes they're not. I guess what I'm trying to say is it's going to be okay. Now listen to me. It's going to be okay. I promise. I don't know how long, how soon, what things are supposed to do for you. I can't answer everything in your life. But what I can say is it will get better. And you may be saying to yourself, when? When, Big Beard? When? I just said, I don't know. But I promise you, some of the toughest people that I've ever seen in my life have this massive, massive story that brought them, made them strong, made them, want to defend theirself. Not fight, but made them who they are for the better. I met a person, I know a guy actually, that is trying to overcome, as I'm speaking to you, he's trying to overcome things from his past that are still lingering in his head, but it's not the past that people think when they think of him. You dig what I'm saying? He's at a spot in his life where he knows what it used to be like to be in a place where he didn't know was going to get better. You dig? He's growing. He is trying to stay out of his own head, and he's trying to do the right things. What I mean by not thoughts, but the bad thoughts. He's trying not to open up that door to that negativity. This guy is absolutely in a place, and was in a place that nobody knew. And this guy has done so much in his life that no one has known. And that's how he wants it. This guy is an overcomer. This guy is a warrior. This guy is learning to be strong. I mean, I know this because that guy's me. I want to grow. I told you a while back, transparency, right? Well, I want to grow. And I want to make something of myself. I don't want to be like people say that you have to be because you come from a certain way, or that you are a certain way because, heredity you can't do nothing about. Genetics you can't do nothing about, okay? I'm not talking about those kind. I'm talking, I just don't want to be in those places anymore. I don't want to be part of a generational curse anymore. That generational curse, that shit stops with me. Because I'm meaner than the curse. What I mean by that is I'm a lot more determined. And I know what the good I'm supposed to do. I may not look the part, but God didn't make me ignorant. Maybe you know somebody who is, but not me. I know myself. I tell people that all the time. You need to know yourself. A lot of people, I've done readings and I've done a little research for real on the fact that people, you know how many people walk around all the time? The number you can't, but if you base it on the whole world, so many people walk around not knowing themselves. They walk around like a robot. Literally, they have to get up, they have to work, they have to eat at a certain time, they have to do certain things. Boom, 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 boom. They do the same thing in and out, day after day after day. And it's like they think that that is what it is all about. The whole time, good attitude, good intentions, good spirits about them, but they don't know themselves. They're not comfortable with that skin they're in. Or they've never been in a place where they need. I know for some of us, and most of us maybe, it sounds like it's absurd to say this. It's absurd. I promise you, there's people who are not comfortable being themselves because they don't know themselves. You can function and not have a clue about you. If that's where you're at today, come on, man. I'm going to tell you right now, whoever you are, whatever you're doing, listen, let's do 10 seconds again. Ready? We're going to do a breathing exercise. 10 seconds. Let's do it with me. Stop what you're doing right now. Look at me. Look at me. Let's breathe in. 10 seconds. Ready? Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Doesn't that feel good? Doesn't that feel just for a moment? If you really truly did that, you took your moment and you absorbed it. Everything's all calm now, right? It's not always that easy for some people. Okay. You're okay. It's okay. I promise. Let's move on tonight, where I'm going to give this picture review. It's back to the lecture at hand, folks. So, when I say a picture review, I'm going to put pictures up on the screen right here, and I'm going to let you see what I see. And we'll talk about them. And I don't know, I've seen these before. Like, before I did this, I think they're funny. I think some of these are funny, and some of them take me back. Like nostalgia, retro. All right. Wow. I just let out a burp there. All right. Here we go. Look, let's put this one right here on the screen here. Look, check this one out. Chris Rock, ladies and gentlemen. I can't. Every time, like, it's just, they put it together so good. Like, the Photoshops are unreal. I'm telling you. I dig that one. I think that one's hilarious. I can't get over it. I cannot get over it. It's stuck in my head. Because no matter how you say it, it's still Chris Rock. Like you couldn't... like, how would you say that? Dwayne Rock? Chris Johnson? Maybe? No? See? It's Chris Rock. Chris Rock is where it's at. All right, next. Look at this picture right here. You really think they could have done something with that Superman there? Wow. That's bad. That is bad. No, that's... And if y'all don't realize what's going on, it's a water fountain. Somebody had to think this through and go, that was not a good idea. But apparently, oh my goodness. I mean, if you walked up and was getting water, or your child, this happens to be a grown man here, But if your child, went up and got like, would you think, or would you just be like, oh? I think it's one of these things that you might not see as good if you were up there getting the water. You'd have to, be sitting back, looking back up and going, that's probably how this picture became. I don't. Who? Like, I'm scratching my head here. Who? Whatever. Hey, check this out right here. I'm gonna let this one speak for itself. Last call. Now, while I don't drink anymore, as I have a Beer Brew House shirt on and throwing this last call up here, I have been there, and we have all been there. If it's not a bar, it could be your own house. It could be, wherever you did your drinking, and it was last call for you. It's funny. As funny as I know somebody who actually looks like that, like every time. Anyway, all right, let's go next here. Okay, that was a good one. The bigger bowl. That's what I do every now and then. I don't know about you guys, but I like cereal. I think cereal's awesome. I still like the old. When I say old, I'm like Golden Smacks. You know what I'm saying? I can do the old puffed rice, rice. Takes me back to simpler times at my great aunts and uncle's house when I was young, and that's what they had. And I mean the original stuff, not necessarily the smacks, just puffed rice. Every now and then, I will ask my wife, look, you got to get a whole bag of this, please. Will you get me a whole bag when next time you're at the store? And she will. They will. Cereal's good. I don't care who says what. I don't know. I think it's good. I have done this like many a times, and it be my dinner, like a whole box. I'll get my wife on the show one day and tell you about the time I ate a whole box. I mean, it's just a simple story, but a whole box of cereal many a times in one sitting. Yeah, I don't know why we just don't open the milk up and pour it in there. Yeah. Anyway, let's move on to this one here. This is kind of funny here. Have you ever had to go so bad that it turned into a 1 hour poo? I didn't even know if they were still around. Anybody ever do? That may be an old photograph there, because you guys remember the old 1 hour photographs? We obviously remember the Polaroid. Which, just to interject here, we always shook it. I even wrote songs about it and stuff. You're not supposed to shake those. It's not. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know if the 1 hour photo's still around, but they used to be a lot. Those and the disc. Remember the disc film? You slide in. Yeah, that was really cool. Anyway, let's speaking of remembering, check this right here out. PB Max. Anybody remember that? It was yummy. It was a yummy thing to eat to me. The peanut butter in it was absolutely delicious. This is truly one of my favorites. This and an RC or a Coke was one of my favorites. And I'm telling you, man, I miss a lot of. What foods do you like or have that they don't have anymore? You guys miss? You miss the? I'm sure there's some good ones out there. We'll talk about that too. You guys got animals? You got a cat? You don't got a cat? You got humor? Look at this photograph. I think the cat did it. I mean, there can only be. All right, have you guys ever seen Napoleon Dynamite? And you know who Garth Brooks is? Put it up there. Gosh, Brooks. That's funny stuff to me. I care not what you say. That's funny. Y'all know that's funny. I never thought I'd think about the crossover, but it sometimes it fits. There's something about it. It fits. I don't know. It fits. It fits. All right, let's move on back over here. Look. I said I wanted my coffee dark, but that may be you today. You might need a dark coffee. You need a dark coffee? I need one now. That's what I need. That or a big like soda, because it's one of those days. That sounds bad to say that, but I drink lots of water and I walk. Yeah. Anyway, I don't really care. It doesn't bother me at all. All right, check this out. Let's look at this mosaic tribute to a lost time. I'm going to leave that there. That's all I'm going to do is leave that there and see. You guys get 1,000,000,000 points if you know what game it is. If you even know the era, you get 100 points alone. So we grew up with games that looked like that and getting things that were gamey. When I think games, I think of games. I don't think movies and seeing them so they look crystal clear. Now, while that is cool and the graphics on things like that is very awesome, I don't think of that. When I think of games, maybe because I am old. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe because I just really am old. I don't know. I always tell people that I'm actually an analog guy in a digital world. I'm stuck right there. Whatever. Guys, I hope you have laughed this evening, and I hope you have grinned and had the joy that I've had just to bring you these 10 pictures in this picture review. It's 151 episodes, 152. It's coming, obviously, next week. Stay here. I'm going to shoot for 1,000. Got some things in the work. I'm going to try to work. I'm not even going to say anything yet. Got some things that I'm trying my best, and I've been saying that for a year. But it is essentially poetry in motion. I have to keep it going to keep it going. Keep on keeping on. There are these words that I say every episode. What are those words that I say that take us out of here? Guys, love, peace, chicken grease. Thanks for watching.